Are you ready?
Welcome to Women on Wednesday. Woo! This is y'all see her. We got Maddie from Top Row Squishy back with us. You know what I'm saying? We was really on a break. We weren't doing this. I was trying to book more tag team matches. You know, the Women on Wednesday, the spotlights, they'll come back in January. We just chilling on those last 2 weeks of the year. Let's have a rest. We'll probably post up, an old spotlight, or we may give out some women shout out awards from this year. Not awards, but just some women shout outs, because we gotta shout out some women. But we're here to talk about silver bells, silver bells, silver bells. Nah, we're here to talk about Mission Pro Silver Bells. Happened on December 11th in San Antonio, Texas, at the Salvation Army in San Antonio. Maddie, how we gonna do this? Wait, I said, "Ayo, Maddie."
Ayo, Trey.
I said, "Ayo, Maddie."
Ayo, Trey. What's up?
How we gonna do this review, Maddie? Because it's been a while.
Well, I'm gonna talk about it. We have 7 matches to go through. We're gonna go in order. And that's how we're going to do it. And let's not forget to mention that Hybrid School of Wrestling actually went in half-seas with Mission Pro for this half-seas. So we had some, it started with an opener. It was a 4-way opener with 4 students from the Hybrid School of Wrestling. It was 4 male students. I'm not going to lie, I watched it, but I didn't really know who the names of the students were or anything like that. But it's cool that they're giving an opportunity to students to get, some TV time. So that was cool. But that's literally how it started. But the very first match for Mission Pro Wrestling was an intergender match, which I don't know if you know, Trey, but I absolutely love intergender matches. And it was with one of my faves and someone that I know you like so much.
We're not going to do this, are we? You're not about to do this, are you? No, see, we was good. But I see, okay, go ahead.
She right behind me, right there. Miss Rashay Chanel, who loves to comb Trey's head. All right. She went up
too much enjoyment. Go ahead.
I just love it. If you've seen this live, people, then you understand why I laugh so hard. But
I forgot the men in the match: Johnny Rocket, Jess E. James, Chip Garrison, and Casey Blackrose. Got to shout out those 4 guys, in that opening match on the pre-show. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out. I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to write out the names for that. But first opening match for Mission Pro Wrestling, Joey Gonzo went up against Miss Rashay Chanel, and Gonzo is clearly a heel. He's called the Swamp Bully. He was wearing all green, and sure enough, he was being a bully. But Rashay, she kicked the crap out of him, and she really beat his ass.
Did she kick the crap out of him, though?
She did. He did a couple of things to her, but she got some kicks on him, and she beat the shit out of him. She got a crossbody off the top rope. It was beautiful.
She did.
Got a pin. She got a pin. Miss Rashay Chanel always showing up, underrated as always.
Rashay Chanel, I've seen her a few times, so I believe this might be her second or third time opening up the show. They always say you got to have somebody out there that open up the show to get the people into it, and Rashay is one of them people. Shout out to her on her rise there at Mission Pro, because she started off the year slow, but ending the year with a few wins. So keep doing your thing, Rashay. Oh, and shout out to her and Amber Rodriguez at the last show, getting together and doing vignettes. When we had Amber on here, I told her they should get together and do something.
They did.
And we got together and they doing some stuff. So shout out to them.
Shout out to Amber Rodriguez too. But yeah, that was a beautiful opener. I was so happy it opened with her. I was very happy with that. The second match was a tag match, but it was also intergender. And it was Key Vibes and Brandon Weiss. And they went up against Miss Michelle and David Kidd. And Miss Michelle and David Kidd got the win on this one. And the funny thing is, I have to mention, is that Key Vibes actually trained Miss Michelle. She used to be an announcer. So this was actually her debut at Mission Pro. So that was pretty cool.
Shout out to Miss Michelle. You know, I believe we crossed each other's paths before, but she was, like you said, an announcer. Now she's wrestling. She was on the Mission Pro show that they usually do on Tuesday night. So you watching this on Wednesday, you can go on Instagram. They usually do their show on YouTube or also IG Live. You know, she was on there and she said she's going to do her thing. So shout out to her getting her first win and her debut. So we love to see it.
She did great. She was picking up Key Vibes like a sack of potatoes, throwing her like a sack of potatoes. And she ended it with this massive power slam and a pin. So a year, I think she has wrestling, and she definitely looks like she has way more than just a year wrestling. I was super impressed. I couldn't believe it. I was like, only a year?
If you hear this, Miss Michelle, that's basically Maddie saying that we want to spotlight you. So come on through. We'll go.
Come on through, Miss Michelle. We like to ask
shout
you some
out to
questions.
David Kidd too. I think that was her tag partner.
Yes, and David Kidd, they did a great job. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. I mean, it was definitely David Kidd and Brandon Weiss had a lot of things going on, and Brandon Weiss was, you know, doing some things, some heelish things, but
maybe heal it up. But you got to win if you're healing up. But you know.
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, it wasn't enough to beat Miss Michelle and the kid. So that was that match.
Oops.
The third match was a 7-way scramble elimination match to get a chance at the belt, which Miss Holidead is currently holding. And the 7 people that went into this match were,
how you call them out? It started with who? Jasmine and Sadie Lee Moss.
That's correct.
Shout out Sadie Lee Moss.
Sadie Lee Moss debuting. She brought sugar cookies, and everybody was eating these cookies. I personally
was everybody.
There was a lot of people grabbing them with their bare hands, and I don't know, COVID. But that was what was going through my head. But at the end of the day, she got into the ring with the plate, and Jasmine broke the plate on her. So that's how that match got started, which was beautiful. The third person that came in was Nikita Knight, and this was also her Mission Pro debut. She has less than a year wrestling as well.
18-year-old from Pittsburgh, Leon Phenom. Let's go.
That's right. Nikita and Jasmine got together to beat on Sadie. So they were teaming up against her and beating down Sadie Moss until the fourth competitor came in.
You know who it was.
Y'all know who it is. How can y'all not know?
The abuser.
Yes, la abusadora, La Rosa Negra came in, and she went straight for Jasmine. For Jasmine. I don't know if you guys saw that where La Rosa Negra lost her belt, but it was Jasmine who got it, obviously by cheating. And, you know, that's been a chip on La Rosa Negra's shoulder ever since. So she wants her revenge. But then, what did Sadie Lee do? She double-crossed La Rosa Negra, even though she was helping La Rosa Negra. Then she started beating on La Rosa Negra. How you doing a turn on La Rosa Negra? I mean, how you do something like that?
It's all about getting that win.
It is all about getting that win. And it was getting pretty hectic in the ring. But at this point, the fifth competitor came out, which was Miss Kayla Sparks. She was away for 14 years due to traumatic head injuries, but she's back, baby, and she's back really good. She definitely was not showing that she was gone for any injuries. So I'm glad that she's back and she's looking 100%, which is really, really good. Ashley D'Ambrose came in 6th. Who tossed? Let me see. She went in after Kayla Sparks. Somebody got tossed out, I think. A whole bunch of people got tossed out the ring. The only way to win, though, was by a pin. So, let me see. She came out after everyone. She did a crossbody on Jasmine. She got Rosa Negra out. And then there was another wrestler in there. And I can't remember who was the third person that was inside the ring, but they got tossed out as well. And then Genocide came out, which was number 7. And so Ashley D'Ambrose and Genocide, who have history, were in the ring and they met in the ring. So that was the 7 women. Now, after that, there was a lot of stuff that went down.
I gotta play it. I gotta play it.
Play it. Go ahead. Guys, you have to check this out. The 7-way scramble was excellent.
So imagine a match. I think it went on maybe like 20-some minutes.
Yeah.
I try to cut these little highlight clips down to under a minute.
Yes.
Just so they can fit on Instagram. You know, I could go longer. But this match, as she said, was a banger. It was crazy. Look, crossbody out the ring. Genocide came in, wreck shot. Oh my God. Oh my God. Then they had to team up.
Yeah, to take out Genocide. Took 2 people to take her out.
No, 3.
3 people.
Yeah, all 3 of them. Nikita Knight,
Rosa, Allure, and Knight. Eliminated Genocide. Look at that. Of course, Rosa Negra and Jasmine Allure, who was the first person in, were the last 2 women standing.
Yes, they were. No, Rosa Negra was the 4th person in.
Yeah, but Jasmine was the first person in, and La Rosa Negra and Jasmine were the last 2 standing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were the last 2 standing. Of course, La Rosa Negra beat Jasmine Allure. She gave her
no help this time.
No,
she had no help. Allure deserves better, Jasmine. Jasmine, you deserve better.
We got to give it up to Jasmine Allure, though. She's out there doing her thing. Every time I see her in the ring, she gets better. So, props to Allure for doing her thing and not sleeping. So she's really working on her craft, and it shows. But La Rosa Negra, obviously, she is an abusadora, and she definitely abused Jasmine. And now we are so lucky because we get to see Holidead versus La Rosa Negra for the belt at some
point. Do we?
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
She even got to the Holidead match. She might not even retain.
Well, that's true. That's true.
I'm just saying, if you didn't see Mission Pro Silver Bells, you might want to watch it. You know, La Rosa Negra does have a #1 contenders match. We'll talk about that championship when we get to it.
That's right, because the next match was not that, because that was the main event. The next match.
Yo, shout out to, La Rosa Negra and Holidead had a match that wasn't for the championship when La Rosa Negra was the Mission Pro champion. So, La Rosa Negra now, she lost the last match to Jasmine because Jasmine had her outside interference, and then, La Rosa beat her up. They were the last 2 in the Scramble match, which makes sense. And if Holidead retain, Holidead will face La Rosa Negra, as La Rosa Negra does hold that #1 contenders ship, going into 2022. So we're starting the year off with La Rosa Negra might be in the champion again. But go ahead, my bad.
No, that's cool. Do the rundown. The people that interfered for her to lose the belt, for La Rosa Negra to lose the belt, were the ones that were in the next match. It's 2-belt Renegade Twins.
Oh, you talking about champs?
Champs. That's right. Champs. They took
Shout out to the Renegade Twins.
Robin and Charlotte doing their thing. They went up against Blonde Force Trauma, who have also been, I think, teaming up together for a while now, for a little bit.
Blonde Force Trauma. If you didn't see it, right here. You can see they had their match there at CCW Action, Capital Championship Wrestling Action. You know, where the Renegade Twins did become the inaugural
That's right.
Capital Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And then, you know, I was like, man, I saw Blonde Force Trauma at Shimmer. I was like, yo, they doing their thing. But then to see the rematch go down at Mission Pro,
Yep.
you know, hey,
It's
we
beautiful.
started the year off talking to the Renegade Twins.
Yes.
So to see their movement and their progression
It's
and
beautiful.
how they are developing throughout this year and how they ended the year. I don't know if that was their last show of the year, but
What a good way to end it.
shout out to the Renegade Twins. I
Yep.
think we overdue for another conversation because they have to be up there in our talks of 2021 as one of the top acts or the feature to come. But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. They beat the Blonde Force Trauma, which is Raylan and Heather Monroe, for the CCW Tag Championships. And that's how they are 2-belt Renegade Twins. Charlotte and Kaylin started it off. Heather Monroe tagged herself in, and she had Charlotte in a headlock for quite some time, back and forth. Raylan came back in, and then, you know, then Robin was in, but they were going all over the place. I mean, this was a brawl. They were brawling. It was something to see. The twins do this beautiful delayed vertical suplex that I just, every time I see them pull it off, I'm just like, look how sexy that is. They just hold it. It's nice and neat. Shout outs to Ray Lynn, who also has to be, you know, has to have some kind of balance. It was just a beautiful, beautiful delayed vertical suplex. The twins are consistently doing their thing in the ring. I love it. I love to see it. When we last spoke to them, they only had, you know, they had the Mission Pro belts coming, but now they have 2 belts. So we definitely have to talk to them again. It's exciting.
Champs, and you know, I was gonna reach out for the have them come back on, but then I was like, we just had them here, but you know, they champs, they just, you know, held the titles down, defended them. I think we probably gonna need to go ahead and get them out here again.
I think so. I don't think we can get enough Renegade Twins.
Shout out to Robin and Charlotte. 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 You know, the Renegade Twins. Shout out to Mama Renegade, Papa Renegade. You know, I'm a Renegade too. We all family. But yeah, keep doing y'all thing.
Yes.
Good stuff for 2022.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Tag team of the year for We Love Wrestling?
I think so.
It might have been. I mean, Culture Inc. out there too, but when I talk to more people, me, Maddie, and some other people talk about it, we'll see. Yeah, they gonna get a shout out anyway, but we'll see who we name the top. Are we gonna even name a top? But shout out to the Renegade Twins.
Maybe we'll name some tops.
Hey, shout out to Heather Monroe. You know, picking up Ray Lynn and spinning her around like that so she can do DDT, and then Ray Lynn at the end, she hit that what we call it, RKO, the cutter.
The cutter, yeah.
Yeah, you know, that shit. I like that.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Ray Lynn out here doing her thing. So, you know, shout out to all them, man. Tag team wrestling is alive. Book more tag.
Yes. Yes. Give me more. I love tag team wrestling. Give me more of that. Maddie Rakowski was back. And she took on a very cold individual. Miss Lady Frost. Yep. Maddie Rakowski's back. She went up against Lady Frost. She hadn't been wrestling for a while. I don't know if she was injured. Was she injured? I think she was injured.
She was injured, but yo, shout out to Maddie Rakowski. You know what I'm saying? She we didn't talk about the last Mission Pro show, but she went out there and she had a hell of a match with Holidead.
Yes.
You know, it was a standing ovation when the match was completed. So, you know, shout out to that.
Bangers only.
Shout out to the Renegades. They won the titles on the last Mission Pro show. Also, they beat the team of, they changed their name. So now they're very important baddies, but they used to be Team Bad and Bougie.
Okay. I didn't know they changed their name.
They literally just changed it. Shout out to Lexi Gomez and Catalina Perez.
There you go.
But Maddie with this, I'm watching you, Maddie. I put something on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Did this move, you caught Lady Frost leg and you flipped over.
Yep.
And then your transition to running to do the cross face. That was some beautiful stuff. But smooth. I call that reality hits you quick, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Maddie, it was a short match, first off.
It was. She debuted a new haircut. I had to mention that. Short hair this time.
So the hair, she did have that for the last match too with Holidead.
Oh, I didn't notice it then.
So yeah,
and I saw that.
So she cut it. She put it down a little bit more, but
maybe she cut it down more because I was like, oh shit.
For a match with Lady Frost, the way it went, Maddie was the aggressor. Yes. Lady Frost did get out the snowball fight. We talked to Lady Frost. She said she was going down to Mission Pro, hyped about it, but Maddie submitted her out. Yep. Maddie. It seems like Maddie got something to prove. So.
Yep, and Frost could not get her moonsault move out on Maddie. By the way, she tried.
Oh no,
Maddie was not having it.
He was not going for that at all.
No, and of course Maddie won. So. But shout out to both ladies. It was a short match, but that does not mean it wasn't good. It was amazing.
Lady Frost tried to go up to the top rope, and Maddie was like,
"Not today,
not today, motherfucker.
Not today." I'm really excited about this next one because I was kind of waiting for this. Thunder Rosa and her son Anakin Rosa debuted at Mission Pro. And they took on Mighty Myra and JP Harlow. And oh my God, it was so good. Thunder and Myra started it off, but Anakin, he earned his wrestling stripes because he took a beating. Because JP Harlow did not go easy on him. So that's what you call earning your stripes. Yeah, take those bumps in the beginning.
Also on that Mission Pro talk show they had, they was talking about they had some beef about Taco Bell being real something or whatever. They was going back and forth on, but Anakin, he did take a beat down. You know what I'm saying? He made his debut. Mighty Mara and JP, they played the antagonists. They was out there. They played the cutoff scene once they got Thunder Rosa out the match. We got him in here. We gonna beat him up. You can't get to him. He gonna take all this. And and then when he got done, they fed him. You know what I'm saying? He got his moves in. Impressive for his first match. The tag with his mom. Then when Thunder Rosa got in at the end, she wasn't playing. Thunder Rosa don't play. No. So when she got in the end, she was like, let's get this out the way.
Like, y'all messing with my son?
That super kick Anakin. Because it was right on point. And JP sold it. So I like the match. I like what they're doing. Shout out to them.
It was a beautiful debut. Like I said, I was waiting for him to debut, but seeing him debut next to his mom was just so special. They had like a special move, how like tag teams have like a move that they do together. So they did double chest slaps on Myra and on Harlow, which was nice and simple, but just to see him be in sync and keeping up, and he wasn't breathing heavy, you know what I mean? So he's definitely doing his conditioning. I want to see more of Anakin, obviously. And I hope they continue to showcase him because, when your mom's Thunder Rosa, like, you gotta be good. So, and that brings us to the main event.
What she just said.
Anyway, the main event for the Mission Pro Wrestling Championship belt. Holidead, the champ, took on Black Widow.
Are we gonna talk about what Holidead said beforehand or no?
Yes, we can mention it. She was calling
I'm gonna
somebody.
let you. I'm gonna let you mention it.
Well, I don't
Nah,
remember.
nah.
I don't remember too much about it, but she was saying that she gave somebody an opportunity, and that person was scared or something like that, right?
So
Was she? Because she took the mic in the beginning, and then she
he
started.
said maybe she got scared. We don't know. So
Maybe.
exclusive. So Holidead and Charlie Evans faced each other at Shimmer. Charlie Evans was able to pull out the win. But in my head, I was like, yo, they're going to have to run that back. So when Charlie reached out and, contacted Mission Pro and accepted the challenge, or however it happened, that's how they said it happened. I was expecting Charlie to come in and do her thing, but something happened. Charlie couldn't be on the show. Holiday just got on the mic and expressed how she felt about it and said she on Top Contenders. And coming down, walking out at a show that we was actually at a person who faced Masha Slamovich. Were you at that show with Black Widow and Masha Slamovich? No, you was at the other one.
I was at the other Battle Club Pro show with Masha.
So I was at the show Masha versus Black Widow, and they went out there and they tore it up all everywhere. So I was like, oh, okay, this is about to go down. And they came out and it started up, and go ahead, man.
Man, they look, Holidead was putting a beating on Black Widow in the beginning. She hit a sick leg chop on the apron on top of Black Widow. She was chasing her around the ring. She was chasing Black Widow around the ring, Holidead. It was a great match. Holidead said bangers only. Bangers only. Back and forth. But you know what? It took a Darkness Falls from Holidead to keep Black Widow down, because she was not trying to be pinned. But it took a lot. This match was not short. These women gave it all they had. It was, I haven't seen too many Black Widow matches, but I have seen a lot of Holidead, and I can say that every time I see Holidead in a match, or every time I see she's going to be in a match, I know it's going to be a good match. But props to Black Widow, who also brought it. This was in no way one-sided. They back and forth, but Holidead was able to retain. And like my slip up earlier, we get La Rosa Negra versus Holidead, which is beautiful.
Yeah, shout out to Black Widow. After seeing her in the Masha match, I followed her. You know what I'm saying? Seen some of the other stuff she doing. She down in Mexico doing her thing. So Black Widow, keep doing you. Yes. I mean, you went out there with Holidead and y'all went at it, and I love to see it. But hope to see you some more at Mission Pro. You know what I'm saying? Hope to see you go down, get you a win out there. So hey.
It's gonna happen.
Maddie, I'm gonna put you on the spot because 2022 Holidead versus La Rosa Negra. Who you got? If it happens at their next show, Crazy Train, Holidead?
Holidead's retaining. Holidead is retaining. However,
that's a logical answer right there. She's been talking to me too much or watching what I do too much. But go ahead.
It's Holidead. It in no way is this gonna be a one-sided match. This shit's gonna come down to the wire, because we're talking about the inaugural Mission Pro champ versus Holidead. I mean, it's when I saw that it was gonna be La Rosa Negra, I just went, can I curse? Fuck yeah. I was like, this is gonna be good.
Nah, can you curse? Nah, I mean,
I try not to drop too many F and S bombs on your show, but
yeah, like I tell guests and everybody, you come over here and do what you do. We don't have no affiliation. Can't nobody tell us how to act on here. We gonna say what we want to say and do what we want to do. You heard me?
So fuck yes, that's how it felt. And
I'm gonna put you on the spot, Maddie.
Go ahead.
That's how you feel. I mean, I feel the same way too, but that's a logical way to feel that Holidead's gonna win.
Who's gonna be the next champ? Why not Rashea Chanel?
I'm not Gary. Do that with
You're not ready to get that? Yeah, that's who I have on my list.
I'm not ready to give up that information right now. Oh, I got a whole idea. I've been a fantasy book in 2022 in my head.
I know it's true.
But
You do that a lot.
I'm not giving up that information right now. Mission Pro's next event is called Crazy Train. You know, we bring Maddie on. We do spotlights. We chilling out. You know, this is the last Women on Wednesday for the year, or official Women on Wednesday for the year. Maddie, we doing? I'm tired. This year's made me tired. Maddie, we doing Mission Pro reviews all 2022? What we doing?
Yeah, we can do those. Hell yeah.
I'm asking you right now on the spot.
And I'm telling you, yes.
Mission Pro reviews 2022. That's what me and Maddie gonna do, because we do Mission Pro. At some point, Mission Pro, we will be back on as sponsors. I mean, if y'all listening, I know y'all listen sometimes. You know, contact me. I need a match to happen. You know, I know y'all probably gonna run some Mania weekend. That will be the best time to do it. Shout out to what y'all doing in Conroe, Texas. Yes. Price is high to Conroe, Texas, though. But I do plan to show my face in the Mission Pro building. I gotta see the champs, because you know they doubled up with them belts, and I feel like
I gotta meet them in person.
I met them in person.
No, I'm saying I gotta meet them in person.
Oh, yes, we do. I feel like, and I'm gonna say it, we had their first interview here, and
it was beautiful.
I just feel like we watching them grow up.
Yes.
And I see, you know, more and more people, you know, talking about them and everything, but I feel like we was first.
Yes.
And they family. It's a few people we bring on and it just feel like family. Almost everybody, but it's a few people you bring them on and the way they move.
Yep.
It's a family environment, you know, so. Robbie, Charlotte, keep going. I sent them a message. They was like, right on for showing some love on something. And I was like, right on for not making me look like a fool out here in these streets. You feel me? Because it was like early January we did that, and people like, we don't know who they are.
Yeah, you better put respect on their name now.
Put some radar on their name, and you never know how much your life can change in a year. Now everybody talking about the Renegade Twins, and we just love to see it here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What we do, I just love wrestling, man. So who knows? I want to talk to some more people that's just coming up. You know, I want to talk to some people who I used to know wrestle, and then they changed their whole gimmick, and I don't even know who they are. You know, some people gonna be coming down to Mission Pro in 2022, so y'all better get ready.
2022 is coming in hot.
Coming in hot for a lot of things. Very hot. Let's see, Mission Pro next event, January 29th. That's the same day as the Royal Rumble. So I'm gonna be trying to dual watch. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be at the Rumble, but we're gonna try to dual watch Mission Pro also in the building in the zone. But Maddie put herself over, people.
Put herself over.
They come on the platform, y'all be like, we always hear Maddie from Tightrope Squishy, but where can we find her stuff? Maddie, you know what I'm saying? You don't hear, you know how we have people do. We want you to put your stuff over. You know, let the people where they can get at you, what everything you got going on and what you got going. So go ahead.
Sure. If you got Twitter or Instagram, specifically Twitter, you can follow me at Top Rope Squishy. And my YouTube channel is also Top Rope Squishy. I drop shows, I drop predictions, and I have a live show on Thursdays covering mainly AEW. Sometimes we'll veer off, but it's mostly AEW. And don't forget to check out the merch. I got merch, y'all. Lots and lots of merch. So yeah, check me out. And my last live show of the year is going to be December 23rd. I'll be back the second week in January.
She'll be back second week in January. I guess we give you exclusive if you got all the way down to here because We Love Wrestling is gonna take that little hiatus. Just 2 weeks. It's the end of the year, baby. It's the holidays. Like I said, we might do something special for our women on Wednesday. Give out some shout outs. We'll call them shout outs.
I do a Christmas birthday. That's why I'm out. That's it. 2 weeks also.
Then after that, I guess we'll start the year with Women on Wednesday, Book more tag matches, you know what I'm saying? Tag teams coming out. Look out for technical difficulties. Got that tomorrow. Team from St. Louis. This is me putting myself over, as it says here. Then you got on Saturday, the MLW open weight champion, Alex Kane. Gonna drop that for you. And then we chilling, We out here chilling. But like I always say, y'all, Mission Pro, thank you for a great year of wrestling. From the beginning to the end.
Congrats.
I think it started with Wishes Granted, maybe. Don't quote me on that. From Wishes Granted to
Wishes Granted.
Silver Bells. We appreciate everything you're doing. Thunder Rosa, thank you for putting the women out there in the forefront. More women's matches than men's matches. It's a beautiful thing to see. Tag team wrestling, doing everything you're doing. Still out here striving. The whole staff down there at Mission Pro, every wrestler who's been through Mission Pro, every camera person, every announcer, every person who's broke down the rings and everything, and all the fans that watched Mission Pro live, watched it on Title Match Network. Keep supporting Mission Pro. Let's see them get big. And hey, you know how I finish this. It's Trey D. And like I always say, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then
we love wrestling.
It's too sweet. For the coach.